What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is DJCS and welcome to an all-new video here on my YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about something spooky that is coming to Red Dead Online, and honestly how I feel like Rockstar has already dropped the ball with it, but it hasn't even come out yet. So, before we get into all that, if you are new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a new video. If you enjoy this video, go ahead and drop it a like. I would greatly appreciate that. So, I am not taking credit for any of this. I have removed my face cam for a reason, because all credit goes to Red Dead Guides on YouTube. That's Red Dead Guides here on YouTube. Also, RDO Guides on Twitter at RDO Guides. I'm gonna put both his YouTube channel and his Twitter on the screen right now so you guys can see it. All credit goes to him for these images that you are seeing now of these zombies and stuff that are supposedly like the models of the zombies that have been found in the files and the coding and stuff like that. So he claims that these are called an army of fear, that this is for some kind of mode or something that's going to be in the game. It says here, we found 50 multiplayer zombie models wearing Halloween clothing items that are likely connected to this year's Halloween event. The Army of Fear is coming to Red Dead Online. Now, he has found all these things, and he's showing pictures of them and stuff like that. Again, supposedly this is unfortunately going to be for some kind of mode in Red Dead Online, which it's a total bummer. Now, I've been playing GTA for almost 7 years now. It'll be 7 years in October. I've been playing GTA Online for 7 years. And a few years ago, I honestly can't remember when specifically, everybody got hype because there were leaked images of green like sky, like apocalyptic type sky. And everybody's like, oh, they're going to do something amazing for Halloween. And sure, they did, but it was for an adversary mode. Nothing for free roam. And unfortunately, I feel like we're gonna have the same thing with these images and stuff, that it's not gonna happen in free roam. Why? That's a great question. Most likely because Rockstar probably feels like the coding issue of alternating an NPC code with these Army of the Fear zombie codes would mess up the game, and there's a good chance it will, because every time Rockstar does an update, they mess up the game. But you can't tell me that alternating coding can be that difficult necessarily, especially when they alternate coding every week. Literally, with the updates between GTA Online and Red Dead Online, they are alternating coding every week. So it can't be that hard for this huge multi-billion, I'd say, dollar company to change coding. I remember back when GTA Online had come out, we were like, why don't we have animals in GTA Online? They said because A, the PlayStation 3 couldn't necessarily process it for online, and B, they had an issue trying to figure out how to have the same dog show up for somebody in New York, for example, as it did for somebody in Australia at the same time. And I'm like thinking to myself, how is that coding any different than an NPC or a vehicle? Same thing goes with this. You don't have to put in a horde of zombies in free roam. If there were like 4 or 5 at a time, like a pack of wolves that you have attack us all the time, how is that any different? I don't know. I can't answer that. But like I said, this is why I feel like they are dropping the ball with this quote-unquote Halloween Outlaw Pass update. There have been other things found too. There have been like, we're getting like a gothic bar decor, which has been found. We're getting a new machete, which has been found. All kinds of like new emotes. In fact, I'm gonna put up all the tier passes for the Halloween Outlaw Pass, which, talking about that, calling it the Halloween Outlaw Pass just doesn't have a ring to it. Now, the Undead Outlaw Pass has an amazing ring to it. It is a callback to the Undead Nightmare that we had in Red Dead Redemption 1 with John Marston, with the Undead Nightmare DLC that came out with that. It is a perfect callback to that. Since you're most likely not going to do Undead Nightmare for Red Dead Redemption 2, why not just call it the Undead Outlaw Pass? The Undead Outlaw DLC. Makes sense to me. It has a beautiful ring to it, and that would catch people's attention. But the Halloween Outlaw Pass doesn't make any sense to me. But, and I also think that I just really hyped myself up for this DLC because I love Halloween. I absolutely love Halloween. It is my favorite holiday. I love horror. I love decorating my house with a bunch of scary crap and scaring the crap out of kids. It's fun. It's good. It's a good time. But I hyped myself up for this DLC, thinking of the possibilities of what they could do. What are those possibilities, you may be asking? Well, I'll gladly share them with you. So, my idea, if you play GT Online, you may remember that when the Casino DLC came out, as soon as you logged on to online, you were forced to watch essentially a trailer or a cutscene describing the casino to everybody. Well, what if when we logged on to Red Dead Online, we were forced to watch something very similar, where we see a barge or just possibly a small boat of some sort kind of slowly moving up to the docks, and then it kind of bumps into the dock. It doesn't hit it, doesn't wreck it, because then they would have to change the look of the docks and stuff, but it just kind of bumps into it. People are kind of gathering around, they're looking, they don't see anybody on the boat, there's murmuring going on. What is it? What's going on here? Police officer comes over, and he's looking around, he gets on the boat and he's looking, he doesn't see anybody, and then he kind of looks down into where it goes down into the basement or a cabin, or not a basement, but into the bottom deck or into a cabin or something like that. And then we don't see what's inside, but we see the horror on the officer's face as the camera zooms in to his face. And we hear the growl, the screeching and stuff like that. And then we see NPCs running in terror. And again, we don't see it. All we see is just a quick flash. I'll do that again in slow motion. Quick flash in front of the camera of the zombie. And then anytime from that point on, for just a week or maybe even 2 weeks, because it all depends on when they're going to upload this. And it could be 20th or the 27th. It better be the 20th, because they got to give us time to do this before Halloween. So it could be 2 weeks of doing this, and anytime you go to a city, Saint Denis, Valentine, Strawberry, Blackwater, any of the major cities, you are met with 4 or 5 zombies. No big deal. It's not a pack, it's not a horde. If you really want to, when you really get the horde is when you go play the mode, yes. But and it'd be only at night, because zombies come out at night. Sure, why not? They're like vampires, right? But it would only be at night. So again, something I hyped myself up for that they're not going to do, unfortunately, because I want to play something like that in a free mode, in a free roam lobby. I think that would be awesome. And then another idea I had, because I feel like this would be perfect for this game, and quite possibly this could be the only game that can do it, is a Headless Horseman. Picture this. You're going through Annesburg, that area with all the trees and woods and stuff in the top right corner of the map, where nobody really ever goes. But say you're going through Annesburg, and it's storming. It's night, it's storming. And you're just kind of going through on your horse, and then you hear another horse. You hear the neigh of a horse, and it's loud. And then you see a red question mark on your map. Kind of like a legendary animal. Certain time of the night, certain time of the day, at night, certain type of weather, storming, and then you see the question mark. But it would be red instead of yellow or gold. And it's coming towards you. And then you look back, and you see the effing Headless Horseman coming after you. I know many people would probably crap their pants. I'd probably be a little scared. Like, it'd freak me out. And you can kill it, but much like a legendary animal, it's going to take a bunch of shots. And if it kills you, it disappears, and then you got to find it again at some point, you know, some other time. But if you kill it, you get a reward. Money, gold, a weapon, I don't know, something. But nonetheless, you get a reward. Or, something more simple, they could do a Jason Voorhees type character. Now, obviously, it can't be Jason Voorhees, because Jason Voorhees is a licensed character, and I'm sure they don't want to go through all that hoopla to bring Jason back to the early 1900s, late 1800s. Nonetheless, it could be simply a man, a big man, in overalls with a white mask, carrying a machete. The machete that they're going to give us on the update. Again, you can kill him. Takes a bunch of shots, but once you kill him, you get the machete. Like, again, I hyped myself up for this DLC probably more than I should have, because I just absolutely love Halloween, and I really want to play a fun Halloween game. I love horror games. I really want to get into more horror games. I used to play Friday the 13th. It kind of got stale. I've never played Dead by Daylight, but I've heard it's kind of very similar to Friday the 13th. The fact that somebody plays the killer and then everybody else has to survive. And I know it's different dynamics and it's a different feel and organization or whatever, but nonetheless, it's still a very similar game. And I want to get into more horror games. Unfortunately, a lot of the best horror games are on PC, and I'm not really a PC gamer. But that is something I really want to start doing, especially in October, is playing more horror games. But nonetheless, we were talking about Red Dead Online, and I'm just really going to be disappointed with this update. I know I am. I want good things to happen with it, and unfortunately, it's not going to. So, I don't know. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I'm done ranting. If you've enjoyed this video, if you are still here, if you've still done listening to me rant, please drop a like. I'll greatly appreciate that. If you are new here, please subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. With all that said and done, guys, my name is DJ CS. Have a good one, and I will see you in the next video. And as always, don't forget to tip your DJ. Later, dudes. Holy shit.